What is going on, guys? SargeantsTechTips. Welcome to another video on my channel. Now in today's video we're going to be building a computer. We're going to be doing it in the Chopin case, the Chopin Max case, which we've built in before, but we're going to be doing an AMD build this time. I decided to switch it up so that our Mark 1 has an AMD system. This is actually going to be a good test because it said on the website that the CPU supports the motherboard, but it may or may not, so we're going to have to order another CPU. So if that's the case, then this is going to be the first portion of the video and then the last portion. It's all going to be one video. It's going to have a Ryzen 3200G. I think it's a 4-core, 4-thread chip. It's going to have a Gigabyte A520i, the AC models, because it's got built-in Wi-Fi. It's also got the DDR4. It supports DDR4 anyway. It also says it's 5000 ready, so it should support the CPU without an issue. It also has a WD Blue NVMe SSD of 500 gigabyte, some Team Group RAM, which is this 16 gigabyte kit of 266 megahertz, and we've also got that 500 gig SSD, and then we've got the in-win Chopin Max case. So let's get this thing built. We're gonna start with the motherboard, obviously, because that's the way we do it. I don't know what all that noise is. Don't ask me. There's nothing I can do about it. I gotta continue doing my job. So I don't know why they're being so loud, but it is what it is. But here's the motherboard. This is not my first AMD build, not in a long time anyway, but I wanted to make the Mark 1 a little cheaper because prices are going up. So I figured we'd do AMD because AMD is pretty cheap and you get quite a bit of performance. I'm not an AMD fan, don't get me wrong. I have been Team Blue for many, many years. However, I definitely will say AMD's gotten a lot better over the years. So I'm not saying don't get AMD, especially if you just need something for an office system. AMD would be perfectly fine. All right, let's go ahead and open her up. I don't really want to break the seal right here because it looks cool, but it is what it is. If you're wondering why I have a band-aid, it's because I cut my finger while trying to take a battery out of a newer MacBook. So you can thank Apple for that. I mean, you can thank my stupidity for letting myself get cut, but I still blame Apple. All right, let's get the cooler on. Oh, it does screw into the back plate. Huh. It does have pre-applied thermal paste though. So we do got to take this back plate off. Let me get a screwdriver. All right, so we got the bottom piece off. We're gonna go ahead and put these screws. We actually don't need these screws, so these can go back in here for now because I'm gonna put them in the motherboard box so the customer can have them, just in case. I'll take the top piece off. We should probably put the RAM in first just to be safe. So let's do that before we put the cooler on. And I'm sure you're wondering, if you've never heard of Team Group, I've been using their RAM for a bit. I haven't had too many issues with them. We got a bunch of DDR3 for them for a while, and I've been putting them in refurbs, and it's been doing fine. The RAM's been running normally. I haven't really seen an issue with it, so I figured we'd use their DDR4 because it seems like a good brand. I like their packaging because it's more old school. You got like the old school like writing and stuff. All right, let's put the memory in, put the locking mechanisms back. 2 clicks. Just like that. Now I think for the cooler, yeah, that'll work. All right, let's tighten her down. I'm pretty sure that side tightened, so we're gonna just do the crisscross method. That way it evenly puts pressure along the CPU. We don't have to worry about cooling or anything. Honestly, this cooler kind of looks cool. I think this is gonna look, oh, the only thing I haven't looked into is I'm hoping the cooler's not too tall in the case. It shouldn't be, but I don't know. So we're just gonna have to hope and pray that it's not. We are actually, I can't really test the motherboard outside the case because I don't have a power supply. Well, I do, but I don't have really a way to get it all done. So let me clean up. We'll put the motherboard in the computer, in the case, and then we'll test it before we do any cable management or any of that fun stuff. So let's just do that real quick. Oh, are you kidding me? Bro, it just barely fits. That's actually going to be better for airflow anyway, because as you can see, the cooler goes right up to the plastic, the mesh. That is freaking slick. That actually scared me that it wasn't going to fit, and we were going to have to end this video. But sweet, she works. This is why when you're building a computer and you don't know if something's going to fit, you always put the side panel on, because you don't actually know. I mean, you can eyeball it half the time, but it's better to be like 100% sure than to eyeball it, because I've eyeballed things and found out later that they fit. Alrighty, y'all, she works, so we're good to continue building.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change.
Bam. Look at that. We're not putting a graphics card in it. We can't anyway. So, and we got to put the sticker on. We'll do all that. I'm still going to hold off trying to like show you guys temps and stuff because it's a little difficult for me to do so because sometimes I get the video edited and out before I get the temps because these computers have to run on a thing for 24 hours before I can do so. But anyway, I will try to get you temps. Basically just load temps and idle temps because those are good things to have. Worst comes to worst, right now I'll put on screen what the temps are because I should have plenty of time to do so. Let's get all the rest of this stuff on and then this video will be over. It's only about 24 minutes long too. I didn't do too bad there. I don't make them perfect. As long as they're straight, I'm usually okay with it. But I'll try to make these perfect since they are going to be right next to each other. There we go. Look at that. Looks good. I like putting the stickers on the customer builds. My personal builds I don't, but for the customer it's not needed, but it's recommended to have it there. So that's why I tend to do so. So, but she's pretty much done. Let's get the little different colors on. I think we should do orange this time. We might have done orange recently, but we can do orange again. It's fine. I usually line it up with the power button and then the Type-C cable, or the Type-C port, and that's usually like a good middle ground. Just like that. If it's offset at a few inches, I'm not super worried about it, as long as it looks presentable. Flip it around. Put the other side on. All right. Line this side up. There we go. She is all built. This is mini AMD build is what this video is going to be called. It's literally just a small little AMD build. I really like doing these little builds because they're fun to do, and honestly the cable management in them is not super hard. Granted, I don't have a graphics card or a full-size power supply in there, so it does make it a little bit easier. But yeah, guys, that's the little AMD build. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you guys did not enjoy the video, please drop a dislike. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new or you haven't done so already, especially if you come back on a regular basis, you might as well. If you guys want to check out the parts, there will be a link in the description below. I thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy these build videos just as much as I do making them. And I will see you guys in the next video, and peace out.